What's good, YouTube? K.D.M Sports. As always, today I'd love to share my thoughts on this fantasy fight, Floyd Mayweather vs. Tommy the Hitman Hearns. It's a fight that I've seen circulate around the internet, and it's a very intriguing matchup because this fight, if it were to have ever happened in real time, it would have took place at 147 or 154 because Tommy Hearns never fought below 147. Tommy Hearns was known for his unique physical attributes. He was tall, slender, with oversized arms and big shoulders. He was 6'1" with an outstanding 78-inch reach, which is crazy. Floyd was 5'8" with a 72-inch reach. Stylistically, this would be one of the very few fights throughout history that would be a bad matchup for Floyd. That's what I think, because Floyd would be at a big size disadvantage, height and reach-wise. Floyd at 147 and 154 was much more defensive, and his IQ was higher given his experience by this time in his career. You can never count out Floyd because we've seen him against countless champions, and we've seen him win without ever really having to face much adversity. Despite all the qualities that make Mayweather special, with his unique shoulder roll, Philly shell defense, reflexes, athleticism, and speed, I don't think he would have the advantage in this fight, because the distance he would have to try to cover to get to Tommy Hearns would be very difficult. Tommy had a piston-like jab that was active and powerful, and his 1-2 punch combo is among the very best in boxing history. This would be a challenging task for Floyd to adjust to. The two most important attributes in boxing, the height and reach, is vastly in Tommy's favor. The only real chance I see is if Floyd is able to drag Tommy into the later rounds, similar to what Sugar Ray Leonard did in their first fight. Though Sugar Ray did win by TKO in the 14th round, he was getting badly outboxed, and I don't think it would have mattered much whether Tommy fought Floyd in a 12-rounder or a 15-rounder. Both were always in good condition. Just as Floyd is talented and versatile, Tommy was too. Maybe not to the extent of Floyd, but he was still very fast and could switch things up as well. Tommy was no slouch in the technical department. Floyd at these weight classes 147 and 154 didn't produce as much offense as his peak days in the lower weight classes. I see where Floyd would try and play his usual defense and try to figure things out and occasionally snipe to try to counter Hearns and make him pay, but I find it hard to envision him being able to do enough to win this type of fight. For one, Floyd doesn't have the type of power to garner Hearns' respect like how Sugar Ray Leonard was able to. And two, I don't think Hearns would give him many chances, especially a 154-pound version of Hearns, which was probably his best weight class he performed at in his career. I honestly think Floyd would get dominated, and I think it would be an 8th-round TKO at 154, because I think Tommy would just keep Floyd at distance and line him up with his famous right hand. In this matchup, Floyd's legendary defensive abilities and timing wouldn't be able to make up for his vast physical disadvantages and obviously the general stylistic matchup between the two. Throughout Floyd's career, even when he fought at 154, Canelo was at catchweight, Miguel Cotto and De La Hoya were not big 154-pounders, so he never had to face anyone with glaring physical advantages over him at 154. On top of it, Floyd was maxed out at welterweight, and even at 147, I think Floyd would still lose, but most likely by unanimous decision. 154 is a possible highest he could go at. I don't see any real chance for Floyd to win against a Motor City Cobra in either weight classes. Thank you guys for listening to me share my opinion on this fantasy fight. Subscribe, like, share, and if you've got any opinions, leave it in the comment section below.